Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 2, the Contractor series. So, I brought the Slurry tanker back. I filled it with Digestate, not Slurry. I bought some off the local BGA. So, I've got this on hire. Now I can't let the time go any further forwards because we need to get these fields baled. So I'm going to do this one. This is just, I'm recording this right off the back of episode 1, I've just edited it. It's rendering as we speak. And I'm hoping, can we do 180 bales maybe? No we can't, so they're going to be standard size, 125 centimetres. Turn on automatic drop. So yeah, these are going to be some good bales, good sized bales that are also going to drop automatically. So we're going to get quite a few. To say it was not fertilised 100%, we are going to get quite a few that are going to drop. And this might even stay as a grass field. Because obviously it's really small. I couldn't be getting a combine in here. But yes, the bales so far. Now obviously I'm not going to even get animals in here because it's not going to be worth it. But if I just take a look, yes, at a bale, before I get this on a time lapse, where is it? It's showing us fermenting. These should be fermented by the morning potentially. But yeah, I'll grab this on a time lapse and I'll see you in a minute. It's starting to come sunset. We have literally just, as you can tell by the time lapse, probably an hour long, getting finished with this baling. Now I'm not going to keep the baler on lease. I know I've got a straw field to do, but it is going to cost us overnight, unless the leasing price isn't quite that bad. And there is bits of mist, bits of grass, but I have tried to get every little bit on. I'll see how much the baler is. Overnight costs 785 plus the base costs. It's going to be profitable. It's going to be able to cost me over the hour as well. On a per work hour. That's... This is going to be a big of a gamble here. I don't fully like to gamble, but... And I don't promote gambling in any of my ways. But I am going to have to keep it. Now I am going to get a telehandler in. We can lease up to 3 pieces of equipment as that allows, if we can afford it. So I am going to get that parked up there. I'm also going to park up this here. And I am going to sleep until 8 o'clock. That way it gives us crops that are not ready to harvest still, and we're not working into the night. Which I don't mind doing, but I don't like it because it looks bad for the bit rate resolution. So the grass is regrowing. I'll just see how many bales we created of that. Leave your guesses down below. For those of you who want to guess, I'm going to say about 15. I won't be counting. Yeah, I was going to say 26. I'm not going to say 26, but yeah. If you guessed 15, then not 15. If you guessed 26, well done to those of you who are correct. Just need to see what's ready to harvest on the map. There's some good fields there, but yeah, that main important one is the oats, and they're actually ready to harvest. So, is there any contracts, any good ones for this episode that we can just pick at in the background? That would have been alright if it was silage. There's a cultivating job. There's quite a lot of fertilising ones to do. There's also the harvesting, and there's another ploughing one. Oh, there's a drill one. I'm about to add to this and say we can only do it if we can, but not if we have the equipment. But that's going to limit us even further, because as a contractor you dare to borrow for equipment. Contract for other people, use either your own equipment or borrow it from the farmer. Now I'm going to take on where field 59 is. Where's field 59? 59's up there, that one behind there. It's good paying contract. See, it's same with 53. 53 is a good paying contract as well. I feel like I should take that. Definitely take them too. So I'm going to lease the equipment for that. I'm also going to take the spraying contract. Mixes things up. I'll keep them in the background. Obviously we can't rest anyway now until we've done them. But yeah, field 59's there, that one's spraying, and field 53 wants drilling, right next to George's farm. So he could start coming out and telling us to stop bloody faffing. So I'll just fly up in the air. So obviously we have got this that needs some fertiliser down before the next episode, or before I move on as well. This does, but the bales also need moving. So what I am going to do is, because we can't jump into other machinery, I'm going to take the John Deere up to the store. We can't skip machinery about. I'm going to head down to the store, grab the equipment that we need. And yes, I read a comment from another YouTuber who's doing similar thing on Fs22, did a similar thing, and they used like a taxi to get them to and from the store. So we could do that. No, we can't get in yet until 9. So realistically, this is where we would wait. So I'll have to wait on until 9. So what I can do is I could check the sales, which there's nothing as of yet. Now I'm gonna get myself a harvester, and I have seen one already. Those of you who know me probably know what I'm about to choose. And it has to be British as well, just to keep the flow. So I am going to go with that one. I'm going to try and keep it a little old school, because I don't think, as much as that would be nice, I don't think we could afford that, yeah. Unless it's a cheaper, smaller class, maybe that one. Yes, so we couldn't even attempt to have that. So I am going to lease this out. I'm going to get the Continental tyres on it. I'm going to get the dark grey chassis. And I'm going to lease that for 3,000. But we need the header and the header trailer. Now, I'm going to... Do we buy the trailer? It would come in for the future. Because obviously I am probably going to go down the class route. So yeah, I might buy the trailer. At least then it's mine. And I'm going to lease that machine. Any equipment as well, guys. Or we just speed up a bit of time. Which we can do. Yeah, any equipment that we do buy, we have to pick it up from the store. Any equipment we lease out, we have to pick it up from the store. We must, and that's a big must, bring it straight back to the store. We can't just go into this tab down here and send it back. So we couldn't say finish to the baler, send it straight back. We must do it properly. And just do get like nothing down the sales still. I do want to buy some animals before winter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the tractor with its sprayer. I'm going to buy some herbicide. Spawned at that. I think it will spawn that at the back. I bet you any money it has. No, it hasn't. Oh god. Right, where's the herbicide spawned in at? Right, I'll get this filled up and I'll be back with you once it's filled. Right, welcome back guys. So, I've just had to step away a bit, but we are heading up to the contract field to go and fertilise. We've got, I'll just remind myself how much I've got in the bank account. I did have to step away and ended up not getting to record the same day, so yeah, we're on 544, not good. But we've got the harvester to harvest our field. We probably won't sell it straight off the field, even though we haven't got a trailer. Probably. Not sure. If we get a full tanker load, I might store it at the edge of the field. I might. But obviously when it comes to the sanction, you wouldn't do that in real life. You'd get it straight sold if you didn't have a silo. Or, because it's realistic series, you'd get a lorry to come out and collect it if you had the money, which we don't. But this field is up the lane. Indicators on. Apologies again about stick drift, but I'm sorting out the controller or wheel. So if I take a wide turn, indicator off. Roleplay should have been out by the time you've seen this episode. It's scheduled to come out for potentially Monday night. This is going to come out Wednesday. You should have seen the first episode drop Saturday. Obviously it dropped to members first. Again, I will just put a little promo in here. If you do want to become a member, it's on my Ko-fi linked below. So, which I'll link in the description anyway. So let me just see how you get into this field. But yes, if you do want to become a member, you'll get early access to these videos, including my roleplay. You'll get behind the scenes tours, Discord for members only, which is already opened up and got 1 member. And yes, I'll leave it at that, because I'll surprise a few of you all. Now, which field does it want me to spray? This field here, which the only valuable entrance is that one. So I'm assuming I'll have to go through this farm. Great. So if I open up that gate there, drive on in, I might start putting tractors working on the farm. I might. I'm just scared that obviously doing too much to it, you'll think, oh well, I'm not doing my roleplay anymore. We'll be still doing roleplay. But yeah, I might get other tractors working on the fields. Now if I can get into here. So yes, I will do this film myself, and I'll see you in a minute. yes, we need to head back to the store. Pick up the seeder, because obviously we can't tab between vehicles, because that is a rule that I'm banning, because that's unrealistic. Obviously you see me, well, look, unreal myself between too many of the scenes I do, because often I do some walking in survival roleplay. I got to get them steps in, long, but I do sometimes tab between vehicles from a roleplay, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's just that I don't walk everywhere, so obviously, yeah, you don't see that. But that's what I'll be revealing to you all. So is it clear that way? It was clear until that car sped up. Is he gonna let me out? There we go. So where's this other field at? That's all the way down there. So obviously once I've collected this money, I should be able to drive down with the seed. Obviously not the fertiliser, but drive down with the seed. And I should, I'm saying I should, be able to leave the worker seed in for me. Now I'm assuming we're going to be doing canola because it's September. No, it's Riley won't doing right, so that's alright. Right it is. One day though we won't have to lease any of the equipment out to do the contracts. We'll be able to do it all from our own setup. But I'm saying that's going to be about maybe episode 10. We've got the mowers up now. We've got the baler on lease. I think, what have we got on lease? Combine, header and baler. So yeah, we have got a decent amount of stuff on lease. So that's alright. All equipment goes at the back. Parts along the units. All equipment goes towards the back. That's my little rule. Anywhere behind the shop here. Turn beacons off, turn the engine off, and there you go. So, I need to get the seed picked up. So, let's see how much we made. So we made 2,000. Oh, reimbursement, it knocks you off for it. Because obviously, we've taken the herbicide out of the sprayer. So they would have paid us actually for it, but we've obviously brought it back and we're using it. So we're only going to get 1,000 for that contract. That's a bit of a learning curve actually. But I'd rather keep with the money. Because now we need to buy some seed. This could be dangerous territories. So, seed. Ow. Ooh, that hurt. I just did something then. Something happened. So I'll get this topped up. I'm hoping we only need maybe 2 bags of it. Oh heck, we're down at 885 again. There isn't a rule for how many loans we can take out. I will just... So, if we do need to, which we probably will need to, it's not professionally done. Usually I would be doing this with a forklift, but just because we've got precisely no money, and it's gonna be with rye, no seed, it's grass, linseed or rye, so it's not available for rye. I am gonna have to buy another bag of seeds, which is rather annoying. With leaving us with £85,000. This ain't fun. As long as this gets it up 50%, we should be alright. That should cover us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to take out a little bit of magic money. Set us up at 300,000, I'm going to say. Obviously these loans will get paid back. We are now at 70,000. But the loans will get paid back eventually. Probably after harvest and selling the bales. So I'll take this down. Unless the worker can drive successfully, probably not. Because obviously I'm going to have to go in. I'm going the way as obviously I'm going to my farm. But because I've not got any mods on like auto drive, course play, I've got GPS obviously for the tractors. But I ain't got any mods on like course play, auto drive because I'm on a console, and obviously console players don't have that luxury. I'm basically doing this from a console player's perspective. And those of you who've seen my first episode will know how difficult it was to start. Now obviously it's a 30-mile-an-hour road, so I can't be breaking up the speed limits. Because obviously, ooh. And well, we can't be doing stuff like that either. Because that was, well, very naughty. And that's because we're speeding. So I think what I'm going to do is, every time we break the speed limit, and obviously I will set this down for helpers, ish, whenever they're on the road. Obviously when we're in the fields, we can do with max speed, but or driving around the farm, but realistically on these roads we can't be braking 30 mile an hour. And we don't think we'd get them around 40 mile an hour, especially when it builds up. Maybe on that big day you might, but there's a chance that it wouldn't let you. So it's the big field, the field that we own. Might as well farm at my own farm. What? Who's stolen all my silage? Another murder mystery case. And my sloey. And my cows. It's all gone. You can see how much engrossed I am with roleplay. It looks like the original farm and I bought it. That's how much it's changed. And it's changed for the better, I say. No more faffing about. Got 70,000 in the bank account, which is realistic because we have taken a loan out. But obviously, loans will be paid off. So, how is this worker going to tackle this? It's probably going to do it the way I don't want it to do it, but we'll see what it does. So I will get back up to the store. This is the boring part now, so I won't. Now, where is the actual car park to get out of? So, this would probably fit down the road, but I have bought a header trailer anyway, just in case it doesn't. And I did bring my tractor up, but I don't think I'll need it. I don't think. I say this with confidence. So I will get this onto the trailer. That's on. Then it's going round in a swift circle. All these pallets will be moved as well from the store. Back in cab feature mode. And we'll get down to the field. Now we are going to get a straw swath coming off this. Now, this video's obviously, the first episode's only just gone out, and I will probably do a community post. How did you find the series length? Because obviously I'll do more series, it's just like that one. Because obviously I do normally tend to stick to role plays up to the hour. But how did you find that maxing over 40 minutes? Because obviously I don't like to do let's plays too long. Just because I find out that the view retention rate drops slightly. But if you did like the long episodes, can you let me know in this episode? Just because then I can get some feedback and whatnot and know if I should carry on doing the longer episodes. Now, how the chuff do I get over to that field? I think it's that way. Bloody hell, I sound like a Yorkshire man here. Bloody hell, fire. Chuff. Hey, by gum lad. God, I love it. Born and bred in Yorkshire, I say. So, we go this way. 20% of that field is done. I'm hoping we go this way. God, this is where I have to... Yeah, it is. Try not to drive on this crop, this lovely crop. What it is, because we couldn't buy it. Barley, next year's barley. Winter barley. But yes, this field here, the oat field, I'm not sure what the yield's going to be like. What side is it coming off on? hopefully we can squeeze down this gap. We're close to the edge. I do plan on doing grapes on this series as well. So if I get this dropped, get this unfolded, and then down, and get a crop coming out the grain cart. Obviously look at the yield map. It's looking good. I'd say that's medium range, so obviously we do know what we need to improve on. But next year this field should be bigger than ever. Well, when I say bigger than ever, obviously I can't plough through the hedges, but the yield should be maxed out. So I'm going to get this headland done, get it on a time lapse, and I'll see you in a minute. I might even do some cutscenes. Got a full combine here. I did put it all on a time lapse, so I have got footage. I've finished the seeding. We've got 75,000 in the bank. We do need to get a trailer. I'd hoping that because of the yield and everything of it, we wouldn't. But the yield's actually better than what I expected, and there was a bit of there that we've just missed. So I need to get a trailer. I will show you how much we have harvested on the map. So there is about another halfway to go at least. So I need a trailer. Now why is that trailer there? That's a weird little trailer. No, it's a slowy tanker, that's alright. Yeah, that's one thing I wish. Tankers and trailers weren't the same thing. So I do need to get over to the store. I'll probably cut the camera anyway. Oh, see what's at the store for trailers. Now we've got 75. If there is one here, I'd buy it. Would you see that though in the UK? It's an auger wagon. Probably not, so I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go for... I'm keeping this UK realistic. So I am going to go with a Bailey trailer. Default with cover, default with grain door, cover and grain door. That's better. Has that got the full extension on it? No. Is that the extension? Extension of grain door? No. Right, so I couldn't have that, then I'll have to go with that one. I'm gonna get... I forgot the Continental tyres, no. I'll have to get Michelin tyres. Decals, yes. I do like the black look. Cover, I'm gonna go with... No, I'll have to go with green Bailey, because obviously Bailey's green. And then if I go with the black cover and the rims, I'm gonna go with chrome. I don't know what it is about chrome and galvanised, but it just looks nice. For 32,000 now, I'm gonna change the number plate to a subscriber, and I'm going to use GM. I'm going to keep 22 to the looks. No, I'll have to change it to... This is another good subscriber to my channel. Help me out on the way. Done a lot for my channel. So yeah, so only because I've got one member at the moment, I'm not going to use all equipment as members because that won't be fair. I am going to use some subscribers as well. So that's Gemma, who was one of my biggest subscribers, been there since one of the first 100 subscribers I had. So I've got that now. Now I'm walking into stuff. And I think I'm going to throw on a helper to do this field. But yes, we've now got our first trailer bought and this tractor and the header trailer, of course, just in case we do ever decide to buy the combine. So I will get this back to the field. I do need to get these bales picked up. It's going to look like it's going to go into the night this episode, but we do need to get that field finished harvest this month. It's not this field here. This field should be closed. It's a massive swing. I wonder if I could raise land up so I can actually expand this field. I don't know if it would work. I'm limited, you see, on console, but I'll see what I can do, because obviously this field's going to need bale and this field's going to need prepping for next year. That's that, it's doing. So I'm going to get the work onto this because obviously we need to get everything baled. Trying to get videos back recorded, role plays in particular on my top of my priority list, because obviously when I will be away there will be no videos coming out, well, no videos made. So if I can get 2 videos, 3 videos a week max, enough to say yes. I might stream as well before I go away. And then officer I don't have to upload on Saturday because I probably won't feature and upload that Saturday. It's going to be too hectic because obviously it's going to be my honeymoon. So that can go, that can be harvesting on the worker. The worker will get confused, so I will move the trailer. And then I'm going to look at the best price for oats, but I think it's going to be January when they're sold. Even though they're... Oh, September actually. On this map it's September. So everything wants to really go today. When's it for barley? September. I'm sure on my road plates this is noted down at January, because I'm sure I sold stuff before. But unless I've got a massive price fluctuation change on each game save. When's silage best? Yeah, that's February. May. Unless I've been assuming wrong after all these times. It does fluctuate quite a bit, so... But yeah, the oats really want to go today. That's better. Yes, September. 102, 103, 103.1. That's still going up at the garden centre. It might be going up there. Let me highlight that for now. No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, the garden centre looks promising. So I'll get that field on the worker and it can be harvesting that. I will. Let me see, what have I got leased out? Oh god! Oh no, I was going to say we've got the baler leased. Do I want to get... How much is it to buy a baler? Because obviously I will need it for his own fields. And we have got that little loan at the moment. I'm not bothered if it's modded. See, I'm thinking of using these and making straw pellets, but that's going to be a little while off as well. For 12,000, that's not bad. I don't know what we want to do. I think what I will do, while I've got that baler leased, is I'm going to start baling the field. If I find it's producing too many, I will get that straw baler for 12,000, because obviously it will be compacted down enough as well. But with the power of this, it should manage anything. Because obviously we will need a shed, and once that field's harvested I am thinking of getting a shed. No, it's not here where we turn. That needs a gate on. But it's not our land. Is it there where we turn in? This is ours. So there's no actual gate on any of this, right? And if we're going to get cows, we are going to need some sort of gate for them. So let's... Yeah, I might have to gate that over. As that little head's grown back up as well, I'm going to have a little nosy now at this. It was here where we mowed it. So it is actually coming back in places, but yeah, you can see where it's being mowed. So yeah, anybody can do that. I won't add it in, I won't messing about with mods. Or I might be. But no, I won't messing about with mods. This is the realistic series. I didn't level it, I didn't terrain edit it to anything. You can mow that hedge out, which I didn't know. So I will try and start some of this baling. But yeah, if it's going to spit out them too fast, I will have to buy that £12,000 one. Right then guys, so I'll unclip that. So far, leave your guesses in the comments. How many do you think we've made? I say about 15 because they were quite quick at producing. So we have made, just from doing that, 9 bales so far, so not bad guessing. Now, I've just crashed into my trailer, that's the 6th time I've crashed. I'm recording this episode in bits. But yes. So let's get into the combine. What is it doing? Yes. So, let's get this last bit of the field done. Actually done it in 1 3/4 loads, which is not bad. I do need to get this bit strong. High out to turn the header off, lower the header, no, higher the header. And then I will see what the best price is for oats. So it's September still, yep. Right, and then it must be somewhere here. And this is probably where I'll end the episode out. So, let's see how much we get. Let's see how much I get. Get a screenshot. £14,000 for that load. So we'll finish up on 56,000. I'll probably do the baling in the next episode now. But yes, let's park my tractor here. God, I love the stars. I love the stars. I know it's a farming game, but the stars, the clouds look nice. Wouldn't it be lovely though if there was a moon and the stars at night time? A proper nice night sky. So, let's see if there's anything in the used machinery. I don't think I'm going to bother with the baler. I am going to, because I don't want to rest forward, you see, into the next month. Because already for September we're in the red massively, and we're still going to be overhanging in the red. And it's seed, so there's 4 red hours, new vehicles. I'm glad it won't August this amount. Vehicle leasing costs we've had to pay at midnight. Seed and fertiliser, we're only covered by the harvest income and the contract income at 21,000. Do I want to pay back some of the loan? We're at 300,000. But what happens if we see something good the next episode? We'll need a telehandler. It's 56 is going to cover us, you see, but I could pay off to about 280,000 that we've got left in the loan. 36,000 off, so we can't end this series until we get a new seed drill, not a seed drill, that we get rid of the loan. So we could be buying loads of contract fields, but we have to get rid of that loan in order for us to move on. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and until the next episode, I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.